Now I'm curious, how many of you have what you call a referral-based practice? Okay, roughly about half. And so for the other half of you, you'll find that many of you are going direct to the potential customer, direct to the potential client. And some of you will have a real mix of the two, okay? So the first thing that you want to do when you're figuring out your targeting is you're saying, do I most often get my clients in directly, it's that new client, or do I get it from an attorney that's referring it to me? Or do I go to my existing base and ask them to refer things to me? Where does most of that come in? And where should it come in from? Right? Ask yourself those questions. And as a corollary to that, what gets really interesting when you're deciding what channel to use in your marketing, you also need to think that if you're going to speak to 1, 2, or 3 of these, how are you going to speak to them? Are you actually going to use tools that just gets in front of them at that time of need and drives the lead right into your firm? Or are you going to take the approach of doing some broader advertising so that they recognize your name, so that they remember that they should call your law firm related to the type of legal issue when they have that time of need? Branding, that's a hard road for lawyers because there's not enough interaction, regular interaction with the potential client. But still, with the right approach, you might be able to build up some brand that people can respond to in their time of need. Thought leadership, that is where it's inbound marketing. Rather than classic outbound marketing is that billboard that says, hey, I'm great. Inbound marketing is where I show that I'm great. I go out through a blog, through answering questions, going out into the community, doing press, where I show my expertise. And so people go, smart lawyer, and I'm going to refer them a case the next time. Or, I have need right now coming from the potential client, and I should probably hire that person that I read about in the paper. And so when you're targeting, both who you're targeting and how you'll speak to them is very, very critical. Okay, let's now dig into the target audience. How many of you here come from multi-lawyer practices? Okay, a lot of you. The more lawyers that you have and the more diverse that your practices are, you will find that segmentation